Hey guys, welcome to Spit Talk. My name is Kyle.
My name is Aaron.
And I'm Jan Louis.
So hey, how do I
Oh,
start? Let's see. Not much
no.
movies have been out lately. Trailers here and there. We're gonna
Wait,
talk about those. We finally get to review 007 actually, thanks to Jan.
finally.
Finally, yeah. So
Oh,
my
so
most anticipated movie is finally getting reviewed. So there's that. What
after a month.
else? It's kind of been a light week. I don't think there's any other unless you guys know any anticipated movies aside from the big Spider-Man one towards the end of the year. Is there anything else you guys are looking forward to?
Mm,
Hawkeye. Oh.
Is
I
it
don't
coming
no.
know.
out
Like
at the end of the
probably.
year?
That's
Mm,
November 24
That's
is the next. Then I think Book of Boba comes out in December.
yeah, that
Oh
these
yeah, oh
aren't
yeah, yeah. Okay,
I don't know
so
if
a
I
couple TV
count them
shows
as
in there.
movies though,
Are
but
we are
Oh,
we
but
binging that?
if we're just talking straight up, just like media, like TV and
Mm.
stuff. Yeah, I think those two are up there for me.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the next couple months of, kind of a little that little what do you call it? Slow paced. How about you, Jan?
I'm sorry, I lost you. What did you say?
You mother
I meant like no. Can you
No,
just
no,
repeat it?
any I mean, aside from like, I think our biggest movie to end off the year is uh Spider-Man. Is there any other thing that you're looking forward to? Shows, movies, anything like,
For
like
the
you can kind
year?
of like
No, not really.
look
I mean,
forward
like
to?
maybe, but yeah, maybe like the show, like Disney Plus stuff, but like not as much as like the movie department.
Mhm.
Maybe Spider Man. I don't know what else is coming out. To be honest, I haven't been following it as closely as I
Mm.
used to.
Okay.
It's kind of sad, but I'll try. I mean, not really, because it's COVID kind of fucked things up for everybody. So it's like even with that, I kind of just stopped like keeping track, and I don't even know when stuff's coming out. I didn't know Ghostbusters was coming out this week.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh,
Yes,
I am
until
watching it. Oh wait, is
yeah.
that tomorrow?
hmm
Yeah,
Oh, I think I'm watching it tomorrow. Actually, I just
I think
realized.
Aaron's watching it
yeah, I'm watching
tonight
it
for him,
as soon
right?
as we finish this. Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah,
So
see?
me and Aaron, you want to do a little dual dual cast on it?
Wait, so why are you assuming I'm not gonna watch it already, you motherfucker?
I'd rather not bring it up, but
I'm just kidding. No, we'll see. I mean,
yeah.
it
So,
does come out
But
if
tomorrow,
since
so
we're on the topic, and Jan watched it recently, so I think it's a good time to finally talk about 007. Since
yeah, after about a month, we can finally talk about 007. And like at this point, if you haven't watched 007, go watch it because we're gonna spoil it. Because our last episode, we're kind of in this mode where we're not sure how to. We're trying like new things and like try to discuss how we can go about talking about movies with or without spoilers. So we're trying to figure it out. So this one's kind of because it's been like a month already. We'll just kind of dive in and just talk about it, and at least for like me and Aaron, whatever's memory left of what we remember, while Jan has it pretty fresh, and we kind of bounce around of it. So with Jan, like, what did you think about the movie so far, or like freshly watching it? When did you watch it? Like last week or something?
yeah, I watched it like not a couple weeks, a couple days ago when it came out on streaming. I was telling Aaron like, "Hey, it's on streaming now. Should I watch it?" He's like, "Yeah, I mean, you can." I was like, "Oh," but I was telling him like, I still did want to watch it in the movies, because it's fucking Bond, and it's kind of weird if I don't watch it in the movies. But
Mhm.
that same night, I ended up watching it on streaming anyways. So I thought it was good. It kind of did like for his last film. I guess it was a pretty proper send off for Daniel Craig as Bond. It does kind of lag a little bit in the beginning or in the middle. Like there's just some stuff where it takes a while to get going, but all in all, it's a pretty good film. Rami Malek didn't really do much, to be honest
Uh,
with you.
yeah,
That's
that
one
I
of the
was
things.
really disappointed about that because
hmm
like we had this like expectation, like seeing him in the trailer, and like he was gonna be like this big villain.
hmm
But after watching it, like his role like within the script, I mean, because like I guess it really did cater to like Daniel Craig's like send off, which
Yeah,
I see it now. So, but it just kind of sucks how like it felt like Rami was a little bit underutilized. So,
yeah. Aaron, what about you? I mean, we can just dive deeply in a bit, but what did you think
um,
about the movie overall?
I'll just start off by saying I'm not a really big Bond fan. I like I said, I only started watching when we watched when we did that one review. Then like we
Was
went
it
to your
was
house.
was the first one you watched like
Yeah, that
was it
was that
Skyfall
was my
or
first one.
no,
That
was
was
No,
it
my first
Skyfall?
one.
Spectre
Then
was his first one,
Spectre?
dude.
yeah, then
Okay.
we
The
watched
shitty
that
one.
other one at your house. I forgot what the other one was called. I forgot what
Uh,
it was. It was
Casino
Casino
Royale.
Royale. Yeah.
Mhm.
So those are like my first iterations of Bond. I'm not into spy movies as much. So where I'm coming from, it's like I can be like a devil's advocate right now.
Yeah.
So, but you're right though. Like, out of all the Bond movie, like I believe this one was a good send off for him. Like the way how they presented him, and like I think what's cool about it is you can see his age during
Oh
the
yeah.
entire movie. I was like, damn, dude, you're so like, not that I'm saying it's being old is a bad thing, but like you can see the years he put in, and the 007 mantle, and like um and he had he had, we're hitting spoilers anyways, but he had to retire, so like it felt right that the send off was like that.
He didn't retire. He died. I mean, like for people.
No, I meant like in the beginning, like in the beginning. I meant the
Well, yeah.
beginning when he said he had to retire and like whatnot and stuff.
Yeah, it kind of felt how like yeah, good thing you pointed that out because like it like looking back at it now and kind of remembering like how the earlier Bond films with Daniel Craig, there was a lot more action and kind of it was very like he was really into the spy because in the spy role because of like his early development, and then now with this last film, you kind of see a do turn back where like within the movie he's retiring, and then it's also the whole movie as itself, it's him retiring. So it kind of plays into the role of the whole send off and kind of putting a cherry on top on the series that he kind of built upon, which is like what like what I liked about it. And he was probably I didn't watch all the other Bonds, like it's like different iterations, but I grew up with Daniel Craig as Bond, and it's just nice seeing him like like go like this and have them not pump out so many other um garbage Bond movies just for the sake of it. So it's one of those series where like I feel like they can always stay true to keeping it short and like always keeping it not spicy but like new every time like an iteration comes out. So
Hmm.
Spicy.
yeah.
Wait, nah, well, yeah. I think like the it's weird with these like series of films like where Craig was Bond because they tied a lot of things in with like the past movies. They've never done that before with the past iterations. To be quite honest with you, it's just a straight up Bond film. It is what it is for what it was, and it is kind of a detriment in some ways, but in some ways it does make a better movie. I do prefer the route where they just just do a Bond movie, and I don't care about like the past because they always reference stuff from the past movies, and sometimes you forget.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I was like, dude, I totally forgot this guy. Like,
So
like who's
Yeah.
this? What's this
Hmm.
agency again? Or like what's this secret society?
So you
Yeah.
mean
Dude, I totally
watch
forgot.
you mean watch MI?
No, but
You mean
Emma is
you mean
different.
basically watch Mission Impossible like
Basically, but Mission Impossible is different because that's been established like that it's one
Yeah.
narrative, you know what I mean? But like Bond as a film series, it was never one narrative. It was almost like, one film is its own story and that's it. Like the next movie, even though it's the same actor, it could just be a different thing and it doesn't have to tie into
Mhm.
anything. Where it's this one, a lot of things tied in. And like I liked Felix Leiter. I liked what's his name? The guy that plays Gordon now. I don't forgot his name, but him being in this didn't really do much for me when he died because it's like you literally just popped up from Casino Royale and then you jumped 3 movies into this one, and then where they're talking
Mm.
about
Oh
being brothers and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of like, whatever. I mean,
It
I
didn't
didn't feel
hit
that.
at home as much as like it could have been kind of thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
but like I said, Daniel Craig's always been good in these films. Like whatever he was given. To be honest, I mean, Spectre aside, where he was kind of lazy in a way. This one, I mean, probably because it's his last one, he hit he just went for it. So I'll give him that. The villain Rami Malek, he didn't do much for me because he wasn't in it as much, to be honest. But the weird thing is, um, Javier Bardem from Skyfall also kind of had the same thing where he didn't even show up until maybe more than an hour into the movie. But
But
the
it felt
thing
like
is,
he was more of the villain than
yeah, and his
yeah,
presence was there the whole time. And in this
yeah.
one, it's kind of like, it's weird because it started off with like the backstory of what's her name, the girl, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Speaking of
His
the girl,
love
we'll get to
interests.
what's her name later.
yeah, and it wasn't really tied into him in a way. I mean, it was just because it's his girlfriend, but it wasn't tied into Bond himself. So maybe that's why it didn't have as much of an impact on me in terms of like what they were trying to do with that story. But I don't know. Like he didn't do it for me as a villain. Like he was literally just there to serve a purpose and to give Bond something to I guess like sacrifice himself for. I don't know, dude.
No,
It was
yeah.
it was
So
a weird thing.
yeah,
See,
Yeah.
like when you said that, that the movie should have ended when he said, "I'm gonna retire now," because of, remember that scene when he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna retire because you like lied to me and stuff," but like he hopped back in because of her or something, if I remember right.
yeah. So like yeah. So going off of that, like with Madeline's character, right? Madeline, like
Oh, there we go. Yeah, Madeline. Yeah.
his love interest throughout the entire series almost, right? Where like like every James Bond movie is kind of like there's always
Just
this
the
new hit
last two.
girl.
Just these
But
last two.
Yeah,
Madeline's
wasn't it
kind
only
of been like
two?
what's
Hmm.
that?
It was a short, like,
Just the last two. I feel
yeah.
like it was
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
She came in like recently, right?
yeah. Where was it? The past two, right?
Hmm.
All right, okay.
That was when she was her. I didn't even buy into their love story as much, and
No,
like
yeah. So I was about to say like yeah, her love story, which and it sucks too because like they ended the movie without like really giving hey like what was like the big thing about this girl, you know what I mean? Like get it, she had ties to the organization or whatnot, and there's just like I mean
like.
basically the whole plot of like the Rami's like character, like that's how it tied in. It's like
Hmm.
her history is basically Rami's Rami story, which is what like on one like trying to like justify. So I guess I can see it there. But it was just really annoying because like it just kept like making her like so ambiguous.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just a thing where I didn't. Well, the thing, like even his death scene, right? Like you bought into it. I feel like you bought into it because of the music that was
Yeah.
playing. You didn't buy into it because of the
No,
moment.
no,
You
no. I mean, I okay. So one,
Well,
I
yeah,
bought
no,
into
the
it
fact.
because of the kid. I bought into it because of the kid.
Oh, well, no, Daniel Craig's acting and the music
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
me.
yeah. It wasn't so much the love interest, but
Yeah,
um,
I weirdly forgot Hans Zimmer did this. I didn't know he did this music, so I was like, "Holy shit!" That's why it was like it was so good. Like when it was that scene, and it's weird. I don't remember as much into this movie because a lot of it was really like
Moments.
moments. Yeah, it wasn't like there was nothing
Yeah.
memorable in terms of like, well, for me, in terms
Yeah.
of like
You know
how
what
cause
was memorable for me? Anna de
Anna de
Armas.
Armas.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah,
yeah!
dude,
That was a
she,
moment and I
she
was like,
was
man,
barely
we're
in it, and I loved, dude. She was so good though, right?
She was
yeah, she
so
was
good. Oh my.
Yeah.
first in the field. I'm like, shoot, we got fresh blood. And I'm like, oh, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what sucked. So like you're right. Like there was just straight up moments, and I know you like that character or you like that actress in general. So I wanted to see her more because it felt like the trailer was gonna be the next, like she was gonna be a Bond girl basically or
Mm-hmm.
something like
Oh,
that.
she definitely can be a Bond girl.
No, honestly, just that one character alone, it kind of got you invested. Like, what the fuck? Can I see more of her? But you can't because this is literally the last iteration of this fucking series, and then we got to reboot this shit. Because how are we gonna do this without without Daniel Craig anymore? So we got
Yeah,
to
yeah.
restart. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird. But yeah, she was really good in it. Actually, honestly, everyone was really good in it. It's just like some of the stuff that they
Yo,
did.
shout outs, dude. I love seeing Q, bro.
Yeah, Q's always
And
good.
anytime Q pops up, it's so like I don't know, like the geeky side of me is kind of like
Hmm.
Q's the fucking guy, man.
Yeah, yeah, Key is good. I honestly that their rapport is it's not really as prominent in this one, I guess, but I always like their back
So,
and forth.
what did you
Him and
guys think
Bond.
of the other 007, the female 007, that they
Oh, she was
decided to
great.
kind of
She was pretty good too. I thought I was kind of like dreading the fact that like I was like fuck they're gonna fucking turn her, aren't she? She's gonna be like some double agent bullshit, but they didn't. Like thankfully, so I just give them props for that, and I gave her props for like just playing the role. She was pretty good in it. Marshawn Lynch, I think I forgot her
Mhm.
name.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, I really liked it because, like, she played the part where, like, she played the part where it respected the role, you know what I mean? Instead of just filling the shoes of the role, like, they respected the role of being 007, which is what, like, I really liked,
Hmm.
how they played it out. So,
Yeah,
um, yeah.
I think we're trying
Yeah,
to like
sorry.
yeah.
It's just it's been a while,
It
so I'm
has
like
been a
trying to
while for
think.
you. I'm so
But
sorry.
you
Yeah.
guys, no, but you guys like brought up like points that I would say like she did justice for like I guess the mantle of 007. Like it was not like, oh, I'm taking over Daniel
Mhm.
Craig's stuff, but like it's just a position on the job, and this is how I do it, and this is not it's not Daniel Craig's way of doing, but this is my way of doing it. So I see that. Um, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of him coming back. Like it felt like such a coincidence that like his friend is asking him to do a mission, then like it coincides with his love interest from the past. I was like, ugh, why can't you just
Yeah.
stay retired? Like don't go back. Like I think that was a thing. I don't know. I think because like my mom's retired. And not that like it's just like weird how when you're retired, like that means you're done working, and like when he jumps back in, it's like stop working, like just
Okay, wait, so
retire.
I
Like,
have a big question for you then. Would you get really mad if Robert Downey Jr. came back?
um, would I get mad? No, or yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because like
Because you
he's
told us
dead.
you retired from this role, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But nah, I don't know.
Yeah. I just thought it would be
Wouldn't
like,
that be the same with like Toby and Andrew then?
No, but I
well,
think
so
I
I
think
guess
no,
speaking
no,
of, I
sorry.
guess a little nice segue into this.
No, wait, hold
The
on,
new
hold on.
trailer for Spider-Man came out, so we
Okay.
can
Wait,
kind of
wait,
talk
what was
about
John gonna
that.
say before? But we'll talk about
No,
it for sure. We'll talk about.
no,
But what are you saying?
because I was saying like I think you're only annoyed by the fact that he retired, so stay retired is because he keeps retiring. This isn't the first time he fucking
Oh,
retired in this
reals. Okay,
series,
see, that's
dude.
what I'm saying. I'm not a Bond guy. So
Okay, that
I'm
makes
like, I
sense.
didn't know he always. I thought he just like, like took a vacation or something.
No, like Skyfall, he fucking retired. Like
Oh,
when
really?
everyone presumed he was dead, and then he came out, and then he fucking retired at the end of that. I think I don't remember, but and then he retired at the end of Spectre, and then he retired after that to retire. I don't fucking know what's going on with him anymore, but
So just Daniel Craig doesn't know when to retire. Basically, he's a workaholic.
he's a workaholic. Yeah.
But
Well,
I don't
wait,
know. That's
no.
just.
Before we do go into like whatever you brought up with Spider Man, though, I just want to like I want to get your rankings on like
Oh yeah,
where this
don't
ends up.
ask me. Don't ask me because I think
Don't
I did
ask
only
me.
Okay.
watch like
Hold on.
it's
Let me pull the
very
list.
it's very
Um,
very minimal information in my like
Okay, so
with bonds.
for which ones do you do remember though,
I
Aaron?
think out
Yeah.
of the ones you showed me, the one we watched at your house, Casino Royale, was the one where I got more action from it.
Mm-hmm.
And is that the one with? Oh no, that one was pretty good. What was the one with his that first love interest, the one that died on
That's the same
the?
one.
That's the same one. So
Yeah.
yeah, see, so that one's like probably up there because
Mm-hmm.
the last film that was when he went back to see her right on the graveyard.
Yeah.
Like yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. So if that doesn't speak volumes, then that'll be like my number one right now, like
Mm-hmm.
Bond movie, Casino Royale. Spectre was kind of forgettable for me. Like I totally forgot what happens.
Yep.
Yeah, then yeah, this I guess this one's okay. Like all I know it's basically his going out movie. So
Mm-hmm.
yep, those are the three movies I know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This was a good movie. I don't know why it sounds like we're downing on it too much, but I mean, it was a good movie. It's
um
just
I don't want to say I'm downing on it. It's just I didn't have much information to go off because again, I didn't watch all the Bonds. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What about you, Kyle?
so I guess looking at like all the movies, right? So I'd say my top is like, so I'd go Skyfall, Casino, No Time, Quantum, and then Spectre.
Dang. Okay. Actually,
So
mine is the same, except Casino Royale and Skyfall are switched.
yeah, so the Casino
Yeah.
Royale and Skyfall is like really hard to like pit
Mhm.
against each other because they were just both really so good.
Yeah, really, really,
Um,
yeah. It's really fucking. That's the thing. That's the fucking thing that frustrates me. I guess that's why it sounds like we're downing on this. It's because the quality of those two, compared to like the quality of the whatever we got, it's like
yeah. But like,
What the fuck, dude?
No Time to Die was definitely like in a different realm. It's kind of like it's not it, it's hard to put it because it's like it's a Bond film, but it's a send off. Like, but it's more so a send off.
Mhm.
That's how like that's how we've been kind of treating it as opposed to like a movie as a whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Which is like it feels like we are downplaying it, but like not really. So yeah, to each of their own. I feel
It was
if
it
anyone
was
that
yeah, it was still good. I just don't know what to say. Like right now, I'm really still on the boat of like where the fuck was the quality from like the other two movies? You know what I mean? Because dude, Casino Royale, like literally the first film just blew it out of the water. Like that's literally the only thing I can remember of him. And like the fact that we got that one movie where his relationship with Vesper was way more established and way better than this person that we got from like two movies where it's like, what
yeah
the fuck are you guys on about? Like, why are you guys even together? You know what I mean? It's just like you guys
yeah
are just attracted to each other. What the fuck?
it was
Like,
it was for the overall plot for Spectre and then Spectre flopped. So
yeah.
Mm.
So
Vesper was the love interest. That's her name.
Vesper. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
She was memorable because uh yeah, again, you're right. I don't want to say we're bashing the one that just came out, but Casino Royale, and again coming from one that never watched Bond, like that relationship felt true, and like seeing her die in that elevate or in that escalator underwater scene like felt like damn, like Bond really found a strong relationship with her, and like you see that I guess for me you see that carried over all the way to the end because he kept, I guess, his wish, or like he kept wanting to, or like a closure to see her. So I thought that was pretty dope to me. So yeah, you're right though, Casino Royale was a good uh first movie. And yeah.
any thoughts on the main song
I was fine.
I
compared
heard
to
it a
the
year
others? I
ago, so
guess.
I guess we heard it again. So
Well,
For
yeah,
real,
that's
dude.
true.
It has been.
like
That's
I
what
said,
sucked about it.
No,
It's like it came out like a year ago, and everyone's so hyped, and then you finally like
it
get to
just
watch it, and you're like,
died,
oh yeah, this
dude.
song was released.
I know the hype
yeah.
just died around it. I mean, it was good though. It felt it was really classic Bond. But yeah, I don't know. I still
Yeah,
think Skyfall was
timing
better.
sucked, COVID sucked, but here
Yeah,
we are.
COVID sucks. Fucking COVID, dude.
But if just to like throw it out there, but if you had to choose another person to take on the mantle of Bond, now that Daniel Craig
Oh, that's
is
a heavy
like
question.
like who would you choose? Like right now, like off the top, like who would you choose?
Ah, there's. I'm
Off the top
thinking
of
of
my head, Idris
someone.
Elba, like hands
Nah,
down.
Ilba?
he's
Yeah,
too
Yeah, I
old
remember.
already.
I remember people saying Ilba would be a
I'm
Bond
saying
choice.
I think he's too old,
oh,
dude.
we need young blood. I don't even know what young blood like looks like.
Uh maybe Richard Madden, but he's kind of like on the.
Oh, dang.
I would say Richard
Interesting.
Madden, but he's kind of on the young side. I mean, on the short side. But then again, Daniel Craig was 5'9", so whatever, or 5'10", I guess, or 5'11". I
Richard
don't
Madden
know.
can I can see him
I can
do
see
it.
Richard. There was someone else at the tip of my tongue, but I can't like pinpoint who it is. I
I
swear to God.
think who I liked was to me who would be a good Bond, or like a funny Bond or interesting Bond, would be Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I
I
would
would
go
I would
Henry
love to see him
Cavill
as
too.
Bond, because I
I mean, we
think
kind of
what he
did
did
see him
in,
as a spy already.
yeah, like
In
twice in a sense, like Mission
yeah
Impossible and the one with
Man
what's his
from
name?
Uncle, the Man from
Yeah.
Uncle.
yeah.
So like I would love
Yeah.
to see that character, but like in like a Bond scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Like that'd be cool. A buff ass Bond.
No, I would maybe not. For me, I would say the same thing, but for like he's already doing another one actually with like Matthew Vaughn. Did you see this? The
No
one where
way.
he's doing a spy movie with Matthew Vaughn, and the fucking cast is huge, dude. Bryan Cranston's in it. I know that, and
Damn. Okay.
dude, John Cena's in this. There's a lot of people in this new Matthew Vaughn movie. The guy that did Kingsman,
Mm.
and trust, it's I don't know, but it looks
Yeah,
fucking
because
stacked and it looks good.
if we're talking spy movie, that's honestly like my favorite spy movie, like Kingsman. Like
Hmm.
that's like my spy movie in my head.
Uh,
But I would love to see Henry Cavill play Bond.
Yeah. So Kyle, or oh, you said Idris, right? Idris Elba.
yeah, Idris.
Yeah, I would say Idris Elba too, but maybe like 5 years ago. God, he's already like up
I know.
there in
I
age,
guess
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
It
who
has to
else.
be. I don't know. Like it's hard. I don't know any of like
Even
when you were.
Fastbender 5 years ago, maybe
Whoa, Fastbender? That would be freaking dope.
5 years ago.
That's like saying like it's like Fastbender, Statham too, maybe.
no, not Statham. The fuck, I don't want to see Jason Statham as fucking James.
No way, dude. You're gonna like
Statham
see
at his
gore and
prime?
stuff.
Question
No
mark.
way.
No. Maybe as the villain, I think. Like if you want to play him off as a villain, sure, but not as
Okay.
Bond.
we need
dude.
a little
Fuck.
bit more. Okay.
I
Role.
want more like
role
I
fitting.
I know I need like dude. Fassbender pretty much kind of did play Bond when he was Magneto in First Class in a way. He was kind of Bondish.
Yeah, so like when I see Bond, there's like this suave way of like killing or suave way of getting the mission done. Very ninja like. And when you say Jason Statham, like he's just gonna make a giant mess. That's how I see it. I'm like, oh man, I don't want a messy Bond. I want like someone who can like clean, like
Fucking
like
Madungus, dude.
Yeah.
yeah.
Throwing out names for funds.
Yeah, I don't know who else I can think of. I think Tom Hardy's been thrown around, but he's too rugged for me to be.
Yeah,
Bond,
he's
you know?
too rugged. He's
Yeah, I don't. So I don't see that. But maybe
Man,
you
let's
could try to
just
make
go
a
young
case.
and just say Tom Holland, man.
No, fuck that.
No.
Fuck no. He already did fucking. He's already doing Nathan Drake out of all people. You know what I mean? And it's like it's still weird to me. Even though he's our age, he's literally our age, and it's like I want
Oh,
some.
Remember,
so
we're
I'm
not
looking at like a
young.
bunch of lists.
Wait, how old is Nathan Drake in the video games?
Dude, I'm pretty sure he's like in his mid-30s. I'm thinking.
Damn, we're like almost there.
Yeah, but
Or both of you. I think.
I know. But the thing is, Tom Holland can still pass as a fucking high schooler, and and he's playing. I don't know, dude. I will see.
I feel like he's still too young. So.
probably
Okay.
still too young.
Yeah.
But
oh wait, so
I don't
I'm
know.
going through a bunch of lists right here. His name popped up. Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, that'll be
I
dope.
can like kind of see it, but I also can't like don't see it.
I can kind of see it. I think.
I can't see him doing like fight choreography, but I can see him getting away like easily.
I mean, he's a smooth dude. So I mean, I'm pretty sure Tom Hiddleston could do it. See, these are all good actors anyway, so it's like just give them the role. I'm pretty sure they'll knock it out of the park. You know what I mean? Like,
Also,
fuck.
you would give Jason Statham.
No.
You said they're
I
all
said
good.
I said if they were a good actor. I mean, Jason Statham's a good actor for what he could do. He's a physical dude, but he's not like he won't win a fucking Oscar. I'm just saying. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to bag on him, dude. But, but I mean, I kind of am, but I don't know.
What if we get that the Asian guy from Crazy Rich Asian, Henry what's his name?
Oh, Henry Golding?
Golding?
Oof. He would fit it. I just feel like it would be really hard to pull off.
I liked his character in that one movie, the one with the
Well, wasn't
like
he
the
in Man and
gangster
Uncle
one?
too? Wasn't he in a?
Was he? I don't think so.
No, he
in
was
the-
in that like gangster one.
He was in The
yeah.
Gentleman.
Yeah, that one I
Um,
liked. I liked his character in that. That was like a different version of him because I'm used to him playing the nice guy, so it was cool to see him play like a bad guy. So it'll be
yeah.
cool to see him as a spy.
It would. First, like he needs to bulk up though, because he's kind of really skinny. I mean, like that's not even an
anyone
issue.
anyone can do that in
yeah.
Hollywood. That's not
That
an
is true.
issue.
That's not an issue, I guess. Yeah. Well, so,
You just don't like him. Just say it. You.
no, I do like him though. I do like him. I do like the guy, but I just don't. I don't see him in the role. He's one of those guys I don't see in the role, even though he's a good actor.
Damn. All right.
Hugh
Respect.
Jackman 10 years ago would have been good. Just saying. If Hugh Jackman wasn't Wolverine and like he had Bond the whole time, he would have done. I think he would have done well.
Is it Is it a thing to have like a English actor play Bond? And
Yeah, I don't think there's been an American guy to play Bond yet.
Yeah, so I thought it was always
Mhm.
an English thing. Like that was the requirement. So when
Was
you
it-
say Hugh Jackman,
I don't know if it's a
he's Australian.
requirement. Well, to be honest,
Well, I don't know my Bond history. I'm just saying, like, weren't all the Bonds? Well, the Bonds I know were all like
They were
English.
English. Well, Pierce Brosnan was Irish, but I guess that.
Oh, real?
counts as-
Oh, yeah, UK, I guess.
UK still.
European.
European, yeah, I guess
There you
European. There we go. I don't think that's a requirement, is it? Is it a
I
requirement?
don't know. It just felt like it was. I don't know my Bond
I
character.
feel like being the European, like having the European background, just adds the suaveness to it. Because like
Cal,
when you think about it, like
because it is their thing.
that list that you have, are they all European or like are they all from the UK? Can you check?
no. Let me go down.
Is there like an American
Like-
dude there?
Let me see.
Well,
Actually?
while Kyle does that, like, do you have a rating? Since we kind of did a rating last episode, do you have a rating for this movie before we like close it out? Jen,
I guess I get. What did I give Eternals? Do you remember?
you gave it like a 6.5 because I gave it a 7.
Okay, I'll give this a 7.25.
Seven
I mean, it's
and a
better
quarter.
than, at least it's better than
You
You're
can lower
7
your rating for
you're
Eternals just to give
7.25.
this.
No, I mean, Eternals was still dude. This was still enjoyable to a point. You know, I'm just like, I'm trying so hard to like think of stuff that wasn't good about it. So that I think that's what I ended up like just talking about mostly in this fucking movie. But it's really good, or it's pretty good. So if you do watch it, I guess just try to enjoy it. I don't know. There's like a lot of baggage. That's why they came with it. You know, it's fucking Bond's last film. It's like, or it's Craig's last film, and like that was kind of our bond grow. It is our bond growing up because it started like in '06, which is fucking weird. That is like 2021 now, and it's like, this is his last one only.
15
So-
years, if my math is correctly.
50. Yeah, jeez. We did. Yeah, we did grow up with him. What the fuck? That's so weird. Because like for me, at first, it's like, oh yeah, Pierce Brosnan was fucking Bond for a time for me, and then now it's Craig. So
I think
I'll give it
yeah, go ahead.
maybe like a 7.5.
Wow.
7.5. Yeah.
Your most anticipated 7. Got it.
Wow.
How do
No,
you
I mean,
feel of
compared
it
to,
being
like, okay, so,
what would
like,
you
I'm trying
say
to
it's a letdown because it was your most anticipated?
I wouldn't say it's a letdown. It was just kind of how to say this. It was just closure, to be honest. At this point, it felt more. I'm like trying to really analyze it to like not think of it as like a send off movie and just treat it as a movie itself. Because like if I treat it as a movie itself, like there was kind of a lot of things wrong with it where like it kind of dragged. If you didn't know the history, then the characters were kind of meh.
Yeah.
But I felt like as a whole, like especially with the ending, I feel like the ending just really tied everything back together. Because if it didn't end like how it ended, I felt like it would have just been worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just appreciated the closure it had towards the ending and the overall like film, and in turn the series. So a lot of it's kind of like weighted. So
Wait, I got a question for Kyle before we do move on. Because for me, I think like the hype did die just because it's been delayed for so fucking long now.
mhm,
Because I remember when it was about to come out, I was super hyped.
mhm.
It was literally going to come out in like 2 weeks before everything shut down, and then
Yeah.
like, the year happened, right?
Yeah.
So like, do you think if it came out in that same time, do you think like you would have felt better about the movie, or like did your hype like get killed a little bit because of it too?
I mean, after watching the movie, I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say the delay hindered like what I thought about the movie.
Mm.
I don't think the delay really had that much effect on me because I was just really into Bond and the story.
Yeah, I know.
No, like
I was just
if-
kind of irritated that it
if
did
the-
get delayed.
yeah.
What was that?
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. Like so I guess you're saying like if the quality was still the same, like we got the same movie back in
Like
last, or
last year.
if we got but last year, like you would still be like in a sense. Right?
Yeah, and not so much an it's just kind of like, oh, okay, like
Oh, okay.
the delay
Yeah.
didn't really affect my because like I was still like looking forward to it, like as soon as it was announced and like like the song came out and like trailer blah 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 this and that, it's like, oh yes, finally, like it's been so long. Yeah, because the last one was what? The last
Yeah.
one was like 2016? Question mark?
15, dude.
15? Was it 15?
Oh wow.
2015.
Yeah,
It's
see, so
been-
like it's been like 5 years almost. It's like
it's been so
Crazy.
long.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
give Bond a 7.
Nice.
Okay. So we're
Yeah.
kind of all on the same boat for the most part with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd be talking about it more if it did come out the time that it was supposed to, because like now it's like I just watched it to watch it because
Yeah.
it was supposed to have come out ever since, and I'm like, I'm just like, that's whatever.
Is that your excuse now?
No, my excuse is I've been traveling, you motherfucker. But my, like, anyways, I mean, I say that, and I managed to watch Dune and fucking Solo.
Hey,
But-
you're digging your own hole
but-
at this point.
Well,
Jan has his own taste. We all have our own taste. So
hey, I fucking love Bond, man. I just don't know what happened with this one. It's just kind of like maybe it did die down for me because of the fucking gap. Anyways,
and you were adjusting to time zones, I guess.
yeah, there's
Coming
that too.
from Guam, so that could be a factor.
That could be a factor too. Speaking of time zones,
Yeah, there we go. Good segue. Good segue.
it's so
And
weird.
that concludes
segue.
the end of this episode.
No, like, dude, I remember because you were texting me. He's like, hey, Spider-Man trailer's coming out today, right? I was like, what? It's coming out today. What time? I'm like 5:30. I was like, dude, I've never been so used to a trailer coming out later in the day because
Oh yeah.
when we were on Guam, yeah, like right when you wake up, that's when trailers come out. Like, okay, fuck, there's this new trailer. Like right when I wake up. But now it's like I'm waiting for the fucking day to happen. So when the Spider-Man trailer came out, what did you guys think? And what are our thoughts? I mean, we kind of did talk about the last trailer, but this is a new one, and there's a lot more that came out into it. They just dove right in, I guess, with the whole multiverse thing with this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I guess I can go first. I thought it was good. It was way better than the first one. But like I said in the first one, like I just needed that one. But this one, just hyped me up more.
Wait,
so,
tell
like-
Kyle. Did you tell Kyle about your "I'm gonna buy a whole row" story? Or
Oh yeah, so I did tell in the last episode, like, or one of those episodes we talked about it, like I want to buy a whole theater. Like this is a movie that I would buy a whole theater. But I guess because COVID, or like like I don't want to spend that much. I'll get an entire row to myself. I'll get an entire row. I'll get like 10 seats, all me. So I'll get at least Regal points, and
I mean, you'll still have someone in front of you though.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
the thing. You know what you should do?
No,
You should
you get a
stagger the 10
box.
seats. No, you should stagger the 10 seats. Like have 3 seats in front of you, 3.
Oh, you
seats
mean
like a
like
box.
one, like vertically, or you not like horizontal?
No,
Oh,
so
like a square, like a little
like a
square,
square
like-
around you. That's what you buy
Oh,
instead of a row. Because if you buy a row, people will still be in front of behind you. You know what I mean?
dang,
you buy
thanks
a
for
box-
the idea.
Imagine getting a whole row and then the tallest person ever sits right in front
Right
of
in
you.
front of you. Like, dude, what the fuck?
No, but like I think, like I said in the other podcast, like Marvel is the new blockbuster, so of course like everyone's gonna go in crazy, and I'm still uncomfortable with the idea of like sitting next to someone. Like that used to be a thing for us when we would watch a theater, but we would be sitting next to each other since most of you are gone. So like I have no one to sit next to, just like me and my girlfriend.
Aw.
You don't have to be
So,
so depressing about it. Jeez.
no,
dude.
no,
We'll
I'm
send
just
you,
saying,
we'll
like-
send you cutouts.
No,
You know what?
I'm just saying like the like I already know it's gonna be packed, and I do want to watch it like by myself, and like the whole COVID situation, so I don't want anyone sitting next to me, so maybe that's probably the reason why. But yeah, but it was a good movie. So
back
if
to the
I if
trailer.
I'm
Back to the
buying,
trailer.
so if that trailer hyped me up, if that trailer hyped me up, the effect is that I'm gonna buy a whole row. That says a lot of how much I like this trailer. There we go.
But you were gonna buy a whole row even before this trailer. So can we
No,
let's
I
just
said
talk about
entire theater,
so
and I
so
switched to row.
that makes it like sound like you're like, oh god, I'll just buy
We
it.
No,
need-
I
we
just
need to
said
add-
the
we
money.
need to
I
add that
said the
ranking
money
now.
situation.
There's a new ranking system. Like
There's
I'll
a new
buy
ranking system.
I'll buy
Buy
a
whole
row for this
row
movie.
Or buy whole theater.
I'll buy a whole theater for this movie to watch by myself. Okay. Well, so let's start off with the let's talk about the trailer. People. Kyle, what did you think about it?
So yeah, so this trailer was definitely, it did hype up the movie way more. interestingly enough. Because like with the previous day, it was kind of like they're like, oh, like what's gonna happen. This one kind of like divulged more information on like where the story could possibly be going to, and like we all knew like the multiverse is this and that, and everyone kind of like popping up that. But here, there was a lot of dialogue from Doctor Strange where he's kind of like, like this is like it's all fucked up now, kind of thing. There was like
So-
there was a sense of panic.
That's his literal words. He said that in the trailer. So if you
You
guys haven't
literally-
watched it,
you-
he literally
you
says
literally-
it's fucked up now.
Yeah, exactly.
You literally
That's why I
make
was
it
like,
sound like
it was so
Rick
fucking
from
fun
Rick
to
and
watch. It was
Morty,
like,
dude.
oh yeah, dude, finally something's fucking up in Marvel. Like,
Something's fucked up, Morty.
yeah. So, yeah, it was definitely fun to watch, and then just seeing, I mean, we got to see Goblin, well,
Fuck,
in
dude.
in the flesh, you know,
Mhm.
and hopefully he just I don't know, he kind of looked weird. Maybe just that's just my memory.
It's CGI.
Well, CGI. I'm
I mean,
pretty
yeah,
sure
it's
that's
CGI,
why.
but
Yeah.
yeah. So, um, I'm not a big fan of the humor that they're trying to put. Maybe it's just because like I feel like it's just a little bit more like towards like younger people.
I don't think you were ever a fan of their humor, though, Kyle. Were you? Or
What do you mean of Spider-Man or
yeah, of like the
Marvel in
newer
general?
ones. I guess Marvel in general. Then
Marvel in
yeah.
general, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, see, so I guess that no, it is a weird joke though. The whole auto the name thing. I was like, that's
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of weird.
that one
It's
threw
not
me
really-
off. I'm like,
It's not really
okay, like
that,
why is it
you
funny?
know.
Like, okay, cool, it's a funny name, but like it's not that funny. Like,
I think Kyle's getting old, guys. But
see, no, like I appreciated the Scooby Doo thing. I was like, okay, the Scooby Doo like one like clicked me, but like probably like some people like younger with us are like, oh, like it's just Scooby Doo. Like, no, it's Scooby Doo. Like the fact that like that gets like it becomes a reference now is kind of like,
man, yeah. Well, the whole implication of the whole multiverse thing, it was already established, I guess, in the first trailer. But just the fact that we're seeing more of Peter, more of Doc Ock, and him saying, "You're not Peter," and it's kind of like you're literally confirming to us this is the fucking Doc Ock from that universe,
Mhm.
and you're telling us like it's literally these villains from those movies. I mean, for before we were just like, kind of like it's kind of up in the air. Like, okay, it might be the Doc Ock. He might look the same, but it might not be from that same universe. You know what I mean?
it has to. It has
Yeah.
the same actor. It's like
Yeah.
And
So
what made it even more confirmed is when they said like in their universe they died.
they died.
Oh,
Yeah.
like Doctor Strange was
exactly.
like, it's their fate. It's kind of like, oh shit, like you know what I mean?
That's dark, dude. He's kind of like, how he's
Oh,
kind of like.
can I say what I really hated about the trailer?
What?
How they spoiled the whole
Zendaya?
like Spider-Man grabbing like you know when she was falling, like you know how like in almost every Spider-Man there's like that falling scene,
Yeah.
and they already like showed it in the trailer.
Hey, but that might be a misdirect. Just saying.
Okay, well yeah, but it's just like I was like they didn't have to because then like it just kind of ruined it. Like it ruins it when it actually happens in the movie.
No, but here's the thing. I think Jan, because remember we were texting Jan about it.
Yeah.
He brought it up, where he was like, "What if this is a setup and that's really Andrew Garfield saving MJ because he's trying to make up for the fact that he couldn't save Gwen in his universe or some
Okay,
shit like
okay,
that."
yeah. So
So it might be a misdirect. I don't know. We might just be buying into some thing that's never gonna happen. But I'm liking that idea. So
no, but like I mean, even though if it does set up how it like how we like were discussing and how Jen mentioned it, I just wish they just didn't show that scene in general. Saying like I wish like I'd rather just
think-
see it instead of like now because like now we're all speculating. It's like like this could lead to this because I feel like if you just showed me like straight up, even because it's kind of like the theme of like the Spider-Man like movies, you know.
It's the
So-
beauty of trailers.
Yeah,
though. See,
that's-
it got you talking, man. See, like now we're like thinking, like, hey, is it Andrew Garfield? You think he's gonna fucking save her because he fucking make Emma Stone die or some shit? So I don't know. Like the one thing I thought that we were gonna see, I really thought we were gonna see everyone here, Toby and fucking Andrew. I thought they were gonna go ham.
Did you
in
see
that
there's that
regard.
one tweet, there's that one interview that Tom Holland did, and he kind of like, as much as everyone wants to believe that they're gonna come back, they're not. That's what he said in the interview.
How fucking
So
sad
like, I
would
just
it
don't
be?
know if that like he's like playing hard, you know, and it's just like he's lying or like
How fucking
Yeah.
sad would it be if they actually aren't and we're so mad at them? Like, what the fuck? But they've been telling us the whole time, like, dude, they're not here. You guys are just
Mhm.
fucking like going all out with
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
these theories. You know what I
I
mean?
know, but so, like at that point, it's like, are we gonna do fan service or not? Like, you know what I mean?
No, but you know they can only do so much. Like, what if Toby really didn't even want to come back? You know, he never wanted to. Like, he just wanted to leave
Mhm.
it
Oh come on,
behind.
you know he wants to he wants to flip his hair one more time.
You don't know that. Like, I don't know, but like
I feel like Andrew would come back. But yeah, Toby's like a if. I'm just saying like in general, like not based on the trailer, but like just like where they're at right now. Like Andrew looks like he would revisit the character.
It's
But
just
going
kind
off
of
the
so hard
trailer,
to not
yeah.
believe Toby wouldn't come back because they brought Doc Ock back and it's the exact fucking exact actor.
Doc
You know
Ock
what I mean?
and Green Goblin.
Yeah. It's like it's really
Maybe they
hard
really
not to
like
think.
their characters.
That is so.
I mean, yeah, it's within the comic realm.
I
Like,
mean, they
okay,
could have
cool.
brought back Dane DeHaan as fucking Green Goblin, but they didn't, right?
Yeah,
So,
see.
I mean, no, I'm just saying, how sucky would it be if, like, we're speculating all of this? We're all so hyped for this fucking movie, all for it to just be Tom Holland and the villains of these other movies, and we're just like,
You know
you
what's so
fucking
crazy? I
assholes,
was
dude.
so there's that one scene, like when Spider-Man's flying to the villains, right?
Yeah.
If you notice, they're like the people are saying they're all going different directions, or like they're all they're not really facing at Tom Holland. They're facing somewhere like they're all facing forward. They're not looking at Tom Holland Spider-Man. So
Where
they're
was
saying
Tom Holland?
they're probably like CGIing those other people out. So
Okay.
one, it can be the Spider-Man, and I was telling John like, dude, what if it's not Spider-Man? What if it's Daredevil and freaking Venom?
Venom.
It's Daredevil and Venom,
Oh,
bro.
man. There's a lot. I don't know, dude. See, I forgot Venom tied into this. You know, I mean, spoiler alert for Venom 2.
Honestly, he'll probably just pop up in the end. Like Hunt.
No,
Like,
but they
if
wouldn't
he is
set
gonna
it
pop
up.
up, it's gonna be at the end.
They wouldn't set it up in Venom though. That if he's just gonna fucking pop up in the end, I'm pretty sure he'll pop up in some capacity.
I
You
wouldn't
know
say
what I
he
mean?
pops up anywhere in the middle. I don't think he'll pop up in the middle.
Like at all, or you
Really?
think?
Yeah,
I
I really
he
think it's
will.
gonna be in
Venom
the
or
end.
Tom Hardy's character, like
Tom Hardy's Venom.
Tom Hardy's Venom
no, like as Venom or just the guy.
as the guy. Like
Don't matter.
Just-
the guy, Tom Hardy, like that character.
Like
in
I feel
general.
like if Tom Hardy and Tom Holland are gonna be on the same screen, it's gonna be at the end of the movie.
Okay.
Like
guess we'll-
it's gonna be the credit. It's gonna be the credit scene, not the post one, not the post credit, but the credit.
the mid credit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's how
Well,
I.
like anything else you guys liked about the trailer other than the like the characters coming back. Jamie Foxx looked pretty dope. I'm
Jamie
interested
Foxx
in
was-
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx is cool too. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Like
go ahead.
I'm just curious on like I guess the Lizard, and are those guys like the same actors as well? The Lizard and
honestly
the Sandman?
We don't
Because
know.
they look like super generic. Like if you watch it again, like it's just like, oh, it's just a lizard, and no, I'm just being honest.
It's just like a random CG.
really
Yeah,
think
like
they
they
brought-
didn't have no line compared to like Jamie Foxx. You can really see his face, and you
Mhm.
hear the voice for the Goblin, and the actor for Dr. Octopus. You can like he's physically there. So I'm curious if those two characters are gonna be like just voiced acted by the same person, or like a different person that can like be close to them.
Isn't there like an organization in the comics where like all the
The
villains team
Sinister
up against
Six?
Yeah, the
them?
Sinister
Yeah, the Sinister.
Six.
You think that? I feel that's probably just the setup.
I'm pretty sure.
No,
That
that is the Sinister
That is
Six.
the Sinister
Yeah,
That
Six.
is
that
the
is the
Sinister
setup
Six.
because like they're
Yeah,
gonna go to
so-
this universe and they're like, yo, like why are we here, kind of thing. It's
That's already 6 of
Now
them.
the
I
second.
feel. Isn't it 6 of them? So wait, let me count. So it's Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Sandman, Lizard, Electro, and who's the last guy?
dun. I don't
Um,
know.
No, but I'm just saying it's probably there. That's their theme. Like that's the blueprint. Like, oh, we want to bring the Sinister Six, but it's gonna be overwhelming for Spider-Man, so he needs some help. That's basically what I'm getting at.
They've been wanting to do the Sinister Stick for
Yeah,
Sinister
for
Six
sure, right?
fucking
Like
forever, dude.
TASM was like that. They wanted to.
Yeah, from the
see, so-
get go, and then you
Mhm.
know that movie sucked, so they canceled it, and then like now they're trying to bring it back. I think like
It's
I
gonna
don't
suck
know.
because like they're gonna brush over like villains like stories. Just 'cause, I mean, for me, like I was right when Sandman with Toby, like I was really like I felt bad for Sandman.
like as a
and-
character.
Yeah, as a character. So
Oh
I don't,
yeah,
but
he
I don't
was
think
a
that's gonna get portrayed in this movie.
Yeah,
well,
for sure.
yeah. Well, Stuff was a fucking villain, or he remember he redeemed himself at the end of Spider-Man 2, and now he's gunning for Peter again. You know what I mean? It's kind of
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of like, hello, because he sacrificed himself like by pulling the
Yeah,
fucking
the thing.
the
Yeah.
tritium thingy
Well, they are saying Otto Octavius might be like a hero in a
in this one.
sense. Yeah, because if you watch the trailer again, like you see him getting blown up by electricity. So that's probably Electro shooting at him.
Huh.
So could be. I don't know. So it's just when I saw that, it's like where is Otto Octavius' intentions at? Is it purely to get revenge? But it doesn't make sense if it's, the Tobey Maguire because he redeemed himself, like you said.
Mhm.
So we don't know where everyone stands right now, other than the three that were going at Tom Holland,
Yeah.
Spider-Man at the weigh-in.
Electro
But
though.
yeah,
Yeah. Electro's weird because that's not the Electro we remembered, right? That's literally a different look.
yeah. So they're
Because
saying, yeah, they're
isn't
saying a
Electro
lot of
from
things.
Andrew Garfield like at the end, like they kind of teased it where like something happened to him, right?
No,
He just
but
got
he was.
zapped.
Remember, he was blue as fuck.
No, no, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I know he was blue as fuck, but like at the end of that, I felt I don't know if I remember it
Well, I
correctly.
guess one hint that people are saying is you see that scene where his Otto Octavius's tentacles turns red.
Yeah,
So they're saying kind of like Miles Morales in a sense where they're stuck in the multiverse, but so it's effing with their like anatomy. So
Mm.
that's why you see all these new things, and maybe that's why he goes from blue to like this, like regular skin color, and has the original Electro kind of vibe that's going on. So that's probably why he's like that, and that's why the armor that we saw in the pictures for Green Goblin is that armor and not the original armor. So it's
It
kind of
it
Mm.
like
look it looks like the
Yeah, it looks
same
the
armor
no,
same.
to
the
me.
the the one with like that little. It looked like Hobgoblin in a sense.
Oh
That
yeah,
one,
there is someone
yeah.
in the hood, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so they're saying that like the anatomy switching, so that's why it's gonna turn into that suit later on, in a sense.
That is
That
so weird to me.
that's what people are saying. Like what you said, the trailer gets people talking, and that's what people are talking about.
hmm Dude, when I first saw the goblin just like creeping through on top of the like
Hmm.
the sign, I was like, oh my god, this I can't believe they're really bringing them back, dude. I still can't believe it, even though we're seeing it. Like the fact that we're getting Willem Dafoe back as the Green Goblin because he died in one movie, and
What was his name? It's like impressive.
which one?
He had like this popular line where it's like impressive or something. What was it?
Impressive.
Is that
Yeah,
when he like first met Peter Parker
yeah.
at the
Oh, I'm something of a
museum or
scientist
something?
myself. That one,
Uh,
you know.
man, it's been so long.
For sure, I'm gonna watch like all of them back again if you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. I watched all of them. I guess I'll
What's
sit
your
through Amazing too. I
what's your
guess.
thoughts on that last line? So I was like telling my brother about it, like the last line, like, oh, they're coming through, like who is it? Like, is that saying the Spider-Man or is it something bigger? When Doctor Strange was saying, like, oh, I can't hold it, they're all coming through. Like, what do you guys think that line meant?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's
Okay.
just. I really don't know.
What's the next Phase 4 movie? You
I
just gotta
see.
look.
There's a
You
lot.
just gotta look. You just gotta look at the chart and just be like, it's this.
No, but the thing is,
Yeah, this is gonna be a Sony thing.
no,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
So
yeah.
you know how it's a Sony film. Do you think this is his last tie into the MCU? Is that how do you think they're gonna end this?
I don't know. They did say there's Spider-Man freshman year, so that's a
Well,
DC
that's
or
that's a
no DC.
cartoon though,
No, but I
animated,
think
right?
Tom Holland is gonna play it, so I think
Oh, okay.
the voice actor. But you're right. I don't know where it's gonna go because it is Sony, and this is basically Tom Holland's exit out of the MCU. So you're right. Like, I don't know what Doctor Strange means when I guess he does say that, like, oh, I don't know what's coming through. It can lead to one thing, it can lead to another, and I guess the other thing that I'm thinking of, it's probably the Fantastic Four and the requirement of X-Men too. So maybe you might see them come in a sense. So I'm not saying we're gonna get Hugh Jackman, but
No
like
way. I don't think
no,
so.
no, that's why I'm think it might be like maybe that's how we got Fantastic Four because of that little situation or something. Like something bigger is coming through. Like I was thinking
Fantastic.
automatically the Spider-Man are coming through, but
I think
maybe it's something else.
maybe the Spider-Man will be more plausible. The Spider-Man and a bunch of other random villains. Well, see,
Yeah,
the thing is, we don't know when that scene takes place. They showed it
yeah,
last in the
exactly.
trailer, so it might be literally before
Might
Sandman
be in
or
the middle.
Electro and
Yeah.
like them pop up. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
literally it's so misleading because it's a trailer and they put it last. So who knows?
It's
I yeah.
me and Jan have like this running joke with Sean and Raj. It's the guy that's asking for rent. He's gonna pop up. Where's the rent?
Give me rent.
It's gonna be him. He's gonna come out. He's the big
Mr.
guy that
Ditkovich. It's Mr. Ditkovich. Oh, dude.
So
Man.
any last words?
uh
God, I
no.
hope Toby shows up.
Damn, what would happen if they don't show up? Like would you
That's
be
I love
exactly
how
what I'm
like the
disappointed?
saying.
focus is just Toby. Like if Andrew showed up, it's like
No, I mean obviously it'd be
No, like
cool,
if both of them show up, of course it'll be cool. Like, but like you don't want
but
to keep
it's
your
just
hopes so high
it's just Toby because Toby hasn't been like he hasn't
in the
like
yeah.
I've seen I feel like I've seen Andrew just fairly recently, and Toby was my dude growing up, so it's like like if I don't fucking see him, I might riot or
uh,
something, dude. I don't know. Oh
Like
man.
Jan, like when you see like Andrew come out, like you see Jan just walk up and leave the theater. Like no fucking Toby, I'm gonna just leave.
No, hey, they might both pop up though. That's the thing. Yeah, or none of them might pop
You
up,
were
which is dope,
yeah, but
probably.
you were saying I know we talked about it like through chat. Like you were saying the scaffolding was a hit.
Yeah, it was a hint. The one where you guys have seen the leaked footage, right? Like where
Yeah,
fucking
the
Andrew,
John the John
everyone's like,
Campia one.
no, not that one. The one where it's like
Oh,
in a
where he's
blue
like this, he's
screen
like
and he's like
talking.
this, yeah, and
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
talking, and everyone's like saying, "Yo, we're blood," or like they're like analyzing what the fuck he's trying to say or something. Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I know of
Yeah,
it, but I didn't like watch it in detail or
yeah. So that whole setup, I feel like, is literally in the trailer already. So it's like it's only a matter of time before we start thinking like, yeah, that leak was probably real. It was probably from this fucking movie, and Andrew's lying out of his ass saying he's not in the movie, even though he is. The weird thing is that leak, he's never had that hair in the Spider-Man movies, so it's kind of really sus.
Mm.
Like if you look at his haircut, like in Spider-Man 2, it was like some kind of like it's super short, and in Part 1, it didn't look like that either. So it's like, is this fucking real?
Yeah, it
What
was like
are
a
they doing?
straightforward like
Yeah.
he had like a straightforward thing in the Amazing Spider-Man, but this one you're
Mhm.
saying it's like up. Like
Yeah, and
his
it's longer.
real is like his
It's
hair right now.
his hair right now because if you even see his interviews, he literally has the
It's
same hair,
yeah.
like currently. So it's kind of like sus, like, dude, stop fucking lying. Like, are you in the fucking movie or not? And he still says no.
okay, would it make a
So,
difference if they said that they were gonna be back?
would it make a difference?
Yeah. Like if they legitimately be like, all right,
I
bags out, we're back, we're like gonna be in the movie.
you
Would
know
you have less expectations going into the movie?
We'd have less to talk about right now, I guess. Or no, maybe we'd have more to talk about, if anything.
it's just like how much screen time will they get?
Yeah,
That's
see,
probably the next question. Like, dude, how much are they gonna be inside once we
they
find out?
they'd get
Because
more
we
money.
could be if they tell us they're in the movie, now it's just like that, like, oh, I hope they're there for like a whole hour, then we like disappoint ourselves. It's only for like 5 minutes. Rather than
Mhm.
if
No,
they don't
why
tell
would they
us
be
and
there
we're
for a whole hour?
no, I'm just saying like just an example, just something like that. Now like we're just like,
Okay.
oh, like once we know that they're there and they're only there for a minute, like that's it. You said you're in the movie and you're only there for a minute, See,
Yeah,
so we'll be
well,
like disappointed. So like I guess playing the I'm not in the movie game can work out. And
it
they probably
can.
Dude,
like,
I feel like all the Spider-Man fans are just like super heated right now.
They're waiting, dude. Like
Yeah.
we're a month away, literally, and
yeah,
it's
that's
like
crazy. What's
it's
your
crazy.
yeah. What's your thought on that other leak, the one that you showed us, the John Campio one, where literally all three of them are there? Like, you
Oh,
believe that?
I can't speak for the John, like I haven't, like, I just saw the picture and I realized
Oh,
John
okay.
Campio's logo was on it. I saw the picture and I was like, is this real? Like, I can't tell because there's even the other one with Happy
Does
Hogan on a desk. No, like
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like
Oh,
on the
that one.
dining
The
table.
yeah, the
Happy
Daredevil.
and fucking Daredevil's in it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is this fucking real? Are they fucking with me right now? Like, I don't know. I can't tell. But
What if we do see Daredevil? Would you be happy? Because you said you liked him out of all the like the Marvel stuff that's been coming
yeah,
out.
I would freak out. I would freak the fuck out. But because the thing is, in the first trailer, right, where he was like,
Interviewed, yeah,
yeah,
and
being
the
interviewed by
police,
the,
yeah.
yeah, there's a scene where a guy like put his arm down and he was like talking, and you could just see the arm, and like you don't see who it is, and people were saying like, holy fuck, what if that's Charlie Cox being his lawyer as Daredevil? But I saw that thing in IMAX. It wasn't him. It was just some random dude. Like, because like they expanded the whole picture, and it's just
Oh,
some other guy's fucking mouth. I'm like, what the fuck? That's so like, I don't know. We'll see. I guess if he is in it. I mean,
okay,
Did you see
cool.
the things where like they said they edited them out of the trailer?
like the stills or
No, like yeah, like Andrew and Toby, like they like edited it because like there's a clip floating around on Twitter where like Lizard gets punched.
Yeah, Lizard get
Yeah,
punched. Yeah,
but
well,
like
I
you
saw
don't
that
like
one.
it's like there's nothing there.
can you link me that? I haven't. I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, you haven't? Gino's like posted it on the group. But anyway, so
Oh,
yeah,
you
the
did.
one
Okay.
that like Kyle was saying was that's why I said like, oh, if you see all three of them, they're like aiming towards Spider-Man. But if you look carefully, they're not all looking at Spider-Man. And I
Right.
guess that they said like if you there was like a moment. I was trying to find that moment when a lizard gets punched, but I guess they took it out right away. So I can't
Right.
find it anymore. So that's why I was saying it's probably Venom and Daredevil that's probably gonna help them, and it's not the Spider-Man. But hey, it could be the Spider-Man. That'll be freaking dope because like if you look at Electro 2, I don't feel like he's looking straight at Tom Holland. He's looking forward. So there's probably one above him and one below him.
Wait, where was Tom Holland anyway? I was honestly
He's
so
literally
like,
in the middle. He's in the middle between like
right,
that whole scene.
right.
Why? What are your thoughts, Kyle? Like you think it's a Spider-Man? Like would you be let down?
They have to. I feel like it's they're fan
Yeah,
serving.
we're
They're
gonna
gonna
get
fan
a
service it.
Miles Morales, Childish Gambino.
This is no, but yeah, this is a weird situation because like, we're building it up in our heads like they're gonna be in this fucking movie, but there was like, apart from like the fact that the villains are here and the fact that they're saying no, we're not in the movie, it's kind of like is it really on them? Like, are I don't know if we're allowed to get kind of upset because they've been saying like no, they're not gonna be in this. Or okay, I'm just gonna bring it back to wrestling. Okay, so
Okay. I'm
um
still waiting for the Batman reference for every
for
episode.
today,
So
no, there's
yeah.
nothing today. Don't worry. No, but the weeks leading up to CM Punk coming back, like returning from wrestling, right? There's been hints and like build-ups to him coming back already, where they're saying like they're fucking hyping up the thing, like where it's gonna be the first dance or something, whatever. It's like an MJ reference, right? And since he's from Chicago, they're literally building that whole thing up, and they're putting it in people's heads that yeah, he's coming, but we can't. We want to keep it a surprise, but we want you to still buy tickets. You know what I mean? That kind of thing where it's
Hmm.
like they're teetering on like not telling you, but at the same time subliminally like putting it in your head. If it was in that situation where they were doing that, but in the end CM Punk never showed up, then they had a right to. Then obviously the fans will be mad, and they have a right to be mad because what the fuck? Like you've been fucking with us this whole time.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So like with this one, it's kind of like I don't know if we can get upset if they don't show up because from the get go they have been saying like no, we're not in this, or like Andrew's been saying like I haven't been contacted, or like, and we haven't heard from Toby at all apart from like some Reddit people saying like yeah, I talked to him at the park or some shit. Have you seen this? Like I talked
No.
to him at the park, and Toby said that yeah, he's in the movie or something. So
It's
I don't
funny.
know. It's a weird like weird thing.
Yeah, I think just talking out loud, like you're right, like we don't want to build it up so much that like it falls, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least in our heads. But yeah, so I'm gonna just try and keep it like there's I'm hoping there's gonna be both Spider-Mans, but maybe I'm gonna rely on that Venom and Daredevil shit that pops up. So hey, I don't know.
Yeah, but either way, if they don't show up, people will be mad, dude. Like I'm saying this now, but people either way, people will be upset if they don't show up. You know, at
Mm.
this point they have to, but it's kind of like it's not on them for us to be like they have to show up because from the get go they never actually specified or said that they will show up. So you know, we'll see. I guess.
Yeah. Any other final thoughts before we close out this episode?
On
No,
you.
Kyle? Oh,
Good.
okay. Cool, cool. So, with that said, thank you for listening to Spit Talk Podcast. Catch us on our next episode. Follow us on Twitter at Spit Talk Podcast for any updates. Once again, we are Aaron, Jan, and Kyle. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
All right.